Good morning, McKenneys. I hope everyone had a nice weekend and is ready for a good week. I'm pleased to be able to give you the last March safety message. As part of my message this week, I wanted to integrate some requests from last week. And one of the main requests was that it feels like things are starting to get better from a safety engagement and safety results standpoint. Where are we in relation to our goals? Okay, so last year we finished the year with a recordable incident rate of 2.73. Our goal for this year is 1.5 as a company, which represents a 45% reduction in incidents. Okay, so where are we right now? We're actually doing pretty good as far as a trajectory, provided that safety continues to improve as the year goes on. Right now we are at a 1.54. Before we start feeling too good about that, we have not been tested this year. Our crews are not working a ton of overtime in most places. We have a little bit smaller team right now, but we're going to be tested big time this summer. And so our real test is going to be how engaged is the entire crew, how much does each and every single person on our team own safety, and how are we going to integrate new employees onto our jobs. If it's just left up to the foreman, or the foreman tries to delegate it, then we're probably at risk again this year of having not the best safety year. So let's try to make it a great year, and let's get ready for showtime when we get busier in the middle part of the year. So what are our injuries? We've had 11 injuries so far. 4 of those have been recordable. Okay, what are those injuries? 3 bruises or contusions, 3 sprains or strains, 1 muscle tear, 1 ankle fracture, 2 cuts, and 1 debris in the eye. Okay, so if I were to try to make some trends out of those, I would tend to say that strains and sprains, muscle tears, those are all indications of maybe lifting a little bit too much weight. I would check and see, are we really doing our flex and stretch, not just in the morning, but after we sit down for a break? Do we have enough people to help with the tasks at hand? And a couple of those involve placement of feet on unstable surfaces, resulting in an injury too. So I would make sure that we're looking beneath us when we're stepping. Okay, so that's kind of where we are right now. The last point that I want to make this week is something that just I'm very, very proud of and I'm very pleased about. And we have a hero in our ranks in my mind, and that is Mike Burns from our commissioning group. Last week, Mike had a very close call. And the reason I'm bringing that up, and I'm very thankful that Mike communicated that to his team and to our safety department, because I'm sure you guys are all like I am in the fact that I learn the most from other people's experiences. And when I know that something can happen, then it makes it very real. So here's something that I hope each and every one of you take as a very real incident. Mike went out, and I believe it was a cooling tower, did not skip steps that we know are safe practices. And when I say that, he took his voltmeter, and before he opened up a 480 volt panel, he used his voltmeter to check to make sure that it was not electrified. Unfortunately, that panel was wired wrong and it was electrified. Yes, that certainly would have ended up in a very serious injury at the very least, and it could have also resulted in a death. Okay, so I'm very thankful on this Monday that we had people in our company that were on their A game. And so for those of you, especially in service, commissioning, controls, that are working in and around live electricity, please don't skip those steps that Mike didn't skip. Use those voltmeters to make sure that everything that we go into is safe. That's one of the riskiest things. And while we're at it, please keep our 7 safety absolutes that we say, if you're going to work at McKenney's, you have to do these things. those are the big risk items that can result in changing the history of our company in a very terrible way. So for that, I want to thank you. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, team, for all of your efforts to improve the safety trajectory and eliminate injuries for McKenney's. I hope you all have a safe week, and thank you.